Morning guys, it's Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome to the farm vlog today. Got some interesting plans for you today. We've got to put a new seal on our wood stove. The wood stove in the shop, the seal has gone bad in it. I pulled the old seal off and I'm going to take you through the replacement of that seal. But the first thing we got to do, we got to go check on the goats. I know we've been expecting a new baby goat and I think maybe today is the day. I heard a lot of ruckus up at the goat pen this morning, so let's go up here, we'll check on the goats first thing, and then we'll take you in the shop and we'll show you how to replace the seal on your wood stove, okay? So come on along, we'll have a little bit of fun today. All right. Woo! Here you go, Hip. There you go. There's your baby. Stoney Ridge. Farm, Stoney Ridge. Stoney Ridge Farm. So first of all, guys, let's talk about this big mess. Look at this mess behind me. I've got fence posts, I've got trailers, I've got other trailers, I've got junk laying everywhere. Let me lift the camera up here. A guy needs a junk pile on the farm, but my scrap metal, scrap wood, junk pile is getting a little bit out of hand. So I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to organize this stuff. So when I come up here, I'm proud of my beautiful land and I'm not seeing junk laying everywhere. In one of the future vlogs for this week, we're gonna go pick up a bunch more cedar posts. And these are cedar posts all stacked up right here that I harvested myself in a video way back. It was just about how to harvest cedar post. I'll post a link to it somewhere right in here. I think the video is titled How to Make 50 Bucks an Hour Harvesting Your Own Post, because I could get 5 posts an hour. So we're gonna go to a friend's house who sold me a bunch of these posts. We're gonna go get those and load them up, and we're gonna find a better place than just out in the middle of this field to stash those posts. So be sure you stick around for a future vlog here. We're gonna go get some more posts. It's probably a whole truckload, maybe 2 truckloads of posts. And we've got to build fences here on the farm soon, so we're gonna have to have plenty of posts. And I think I'll use those for my hog pen. These are cedar posts. They'll last a long, long time. And I wanna build a nice, sturdy hog lot to keep my hogs in when it comes time to start raising hogs here on the farm. So if you saw the intro to the video, you know that Pepper had a baby. So let's go over here and we'll show you Pepper's little baby. She's a little cutie pie. And then we'll get busy. We'll show you how to do this, how to replace the seal on your wood stove, which is something I've never done before, but I found a cool new tool that mounts up to my Sawzall, and I think you guys will like it. It's very interesting. It's a brush, a wire brush that goes on the reciprocating saw. So pretty neat. Let's go check on the baby goat. What a cutie pie. Hey goaties. So folks, if you're new to the vlog here, this is Pepper. Pepper is our most friendly goat, and Pepper's had the first baby this year. Pepper, you're hungry. Pepper's really hungry today. So folks, here is our little baby goat. Look how tiny these little goat hooves are. Look how tiny. It's a little baby goat. This goat, I cut my hair by the way. It was getting really hot. This goat is so small, it almost fits in my hat. What a cute little baby goat. There's his little umbilical cord right there. Just a cute little sweetie pie. He just licked me. I think I just got goat licked. Oh. Folks, this is the most rewarding part of being able to farm and homestead, is just being able to see something this special and this small and this sweet that was born here on the Stoney Ridge farm. It's just something very, very cute, very sweet. What a cutie. Look how small. Look how small his little feet are. This is my thumb. What you want, little friend? Just look, what a cutie. Let's set him down to be with his mama. There you go. Pepper, where's Pepper? Where's Pepper? Where's your mama? There's Billy. Hey, Billy. So folks, you hear the annoying bell. Well, the bell is annoying, and that's okay. The reason we have the bell on the goats is because it helps to deter the coyotes, okay? So that ringing noise, that rattling, ringing noise will help keep predators away from these goats. And I know it's annoying, but goats aren't people. So just so you know, the goat doesn't know that the bell is annoying. Or at least she hasn't told me yet. So folks, next up to have a baby is probably gonna be either this gray goat right here or this black goat. These two are pretty much slated to have the next set of babies. So hopefully you can see she's just bulging. Her sides are just bulging out. Look at that. hopefully we'll have a couple more. Maybe one of them will have twins. That'd be pretty awesome. And there's Pepper and her baby. Guys, nothing cuter than watching little baby goats play, so be sure you subscribe to the farm vlog here. We'll get plenty more chances to check out the goats and the new baby goats as they're born and watch them play. Little kids at play. It's pretty awesome. Let's get down here and get to work and get our wood stove all fixed up. So first things first, guys, we're in the shop. We're in the garage. It's a non-insulated garage, and I've got a wood stove in here that was given to me by my aunt and uncle, and it was basically in a cabin. It's almost like a fireplace insert. Well, when I got the wood stove, I noticed that the gasket around the outside edge was worn, and the gasket is made of this kind of material right here, okay? So we're gonna replace the worn gasket, and we're gonna take a wire brush, but not quite a wire brush. So I found these cool attachments, and I'll post a link down below, but these guys attach to your reciprocating saw or your Sawzall, and this is a wire brush one, and this is like a bristled polyethylene brush one. It's a pretty stiff bristled brush, and basically we're going to use these to clean up this area. I'll pull you down in here closer where you can see. So right here is our problem. So all along this outside edge, from this point here all the way along the outside edge, and you can see the residual crustiness just falling off of there, okay? All that stuff has to come out, all right? And it's all the way over here too, and there's a lot more residual crusties right in here. So we're going to take this, and we're going to use this kit right here, and we're going to replace it. A gasket repair kit. Now you might say, Josh, why are you replacing this gasket? This is out in the shop. It's not a big deal. Why would you even replace it? It opens and closes just fine. Everything works great. Why would you replace it? So the basic reason behind having to replace this gasket is the inefficiency of the heat. So I want to be in control of how much air gets drawn into this stove so that I can optimize the amount of wood that I put in it. If I put a bunch of wood in here right now, it draws so much air in there that it doesn't really heat the stove up so much. It just sucks air right through onto the wood and burns it up really, really quickly. And I want to optimize that. I want to burn the wood slowly and optimize the amount of heat that I can get out of this thing. Now it has a built-in fan in the back, and there are little grates right here. And at some point we may end up figuring out a way to angle those grates out into the shop in a direction which we want it to go. And we also may at some point try and insulate this shop, but for now we're just going to do what we're doing here. We're going to optimize the heat that's put out from this wood stove by putting a new seal on here, and I'll show you with it closed here. Let's get you a little close up. So this is latched closed, and you still have that much play in there, so we've got to put new seals in here to make it work right. And then we can control the air inflow with these little twist things. I'm not sure what they're called. Guys, leave me a comment down there. Tell me what these things are called. I think they're called, I don't know, something to do with the draft. I'm not sure. Leave me a comment. Part of the channel here is about cool tools. If you guys didn't see my video, this is a adapter kit for your old school 18-volt DeWalt tools. It adapts right here. This is a great Christmas idea, by the way. It adapts to the new style lithium-ion battery, which is a whole lot better. You know, it tells you how much battery power you have there by pushing a button, and it just slides into place. I'll show you how it works. So this is like a 20-year-old Sawzall, or reciprocating saw, and basically I just pop that guy on there, and now I can use my new batteries, okay, the new style batteries. I just couldn't see throwing away a good tool. If you haven't seen that video, I'll post a link right here. It really works. It works great. Now these little guys here, this bristle brush, I'm going to go ahead and install it on the Sawzall here. I call it a Sawzall. That's it. I'm not going to call it a reciprocating saw. I call it a Sawzall. That may be a brand name, but I call it a Sawzall. So you raise this little lip, stick that guy in there, quick release, and boom. Let's do it slow. A lot easier, a lot more fun than doing this right here. Now, I'm grinding this stuff out, and I'm not really too awfully concerned but I think maybe it's made of a fibered material, and I don't want to breathe that fibered material in, so I'm going to wear a respirator while I do this. I don't want to breathe that mess in. So let's open it up and throw on our respirator and get to grinding here. Clean up all this old mess. All right, let's get busy. We got to protect our eyes, and we got to protect our lungs, and we got to be smart. So guys, if you don't have a respirator at home, get one, okay? My grandfather died of fibrosis from his lungs from breathing in dust from an elastic plant that he worked in for years and years. Protect your lungs. That's one of the last things that my grandfather told me. Folks, what I'm finding here is that I may need to put some sort of solvent, like a brake cleaner or something like that, on here to help loosen it up. This is, just FYI, in case you're doing this yourself, you may want to put some sort of solvent, and that may also keep the dust down. So we're going to spray some brake cleaner on there and see if that helps. So I'm finding the best tool is just a scraper or an old screwdriver. This is just a scraper right here, and that'll get the big stuff off, and then I'll go back and dress it up with the Sawzall, with the little brush attachment. I think this is going to be my little gem for this. So if you got an old crusty screwdriver, it might work too. Let's get busy. Got some pretty heavy stuff on here. Alright, so we got her done. Got our respirator off here. Got her all done here. Take these shades. We're going to go ahead and start installing the new seal. And this is what it looks like. In case I didn't show you before, it's like a rope, okay? Here, get a little light. There's some light. It's like a rope, okay? I'm not sure exactly what it's made out of, but it's some sort of flame retardant material. It says 3/8 rope with adhesive. So let's open this guy up and get him installed. So I bought 2 of these kits. I was getting pretty ambitious and was just going to get it done, I don't know, last year, and then it sat around and I opened one kit, and now I've lost one of the containers of gasket sealant, which kind of isn't cool, but I think we'll have enough to get the job done. So guys, this is the point where I ask you, click that like button. Let me know what you're thinking. If you have any questions about this, post a comment down there below, or even if you just want to leave something nice. If you want to say something nice, leave a comment down below. We're going to go ahead, get this open, and start working on getting this gasket replaced, okay? I've procrastinated long enough. So we're all clean down to the bare metal, and that's what the instructions say. The instructions say remove all old gasket and adhesive from the stove door channel, clean to bare metal, apply a 1/8 bead of stove gasket adhesive in the channel around the door, press gasket firmly into channel, and wipe away any excess. Close the door and let it stand for 12 hours, and then fire the appliance with a low fire and slowly increase the heat to cure the adhesive. That's it. Pretty cool. Let's get it done. I'm going to take this and measure out how much I need and cut it. So I'm not dealing with this huge piece of rope. I think that will get it. I think we're going to clean it one more time with brake cleaner before we get started. Guys, brake cleaner is an essential thing to have around the shop. Brake parts cleaner, you can just rinse off greasy, oily messes with this brake parts cleaner. It's just great to have around the shop. Now, if this were inside, I don't think I'd be using this, but we're okay. If I start getting dizzy and fall out on the floor, well, I guess you won't see the video. All right, folks, we're going to start in this corner. And the reason we're going to start in this corner is because I don't know how this stuff is going to squeeze out. So if you start in the corner and it runs down in there a little bit, it'll be just fine. So we're going to start in this corner. So it does like to run a bit. It's not too bad. I guess you got to move pretty quick. Take our rope, press this in, just like so. Ooh, it does not want to stay. This is awesome. We need tools. We need more tools for this. Oh man, come on. All right, folks, we're going to try again here. We're going to press it into place, and we're going to take a clamp and put on each corner. The instructions definitely did not allude to the fact that this stuff will not hold the rope in place. Okay, well, it's starting to. All right, so each corner here is going to require me to do that. So pressing it into place, kind of stretching and placing it in there, not fun, not cool, not easy, okay? All right, so we got a clamp here. We'll have to do another clamp down here once I can get it into place. What a pain in the butt. It didn't say anything about having to clamp anything in place. The adhesive really doesn't hold too tight. Learn from me, guys. Press that into place. Throw another clamp on. Guys, I hope you're learning something from me here. If you're replacing the wood stove seal like me, it's not going to be easy. The rope doesn't hold in place with the glue, okay? So when you get ready to use this glue, use it excessively. I don't want to make a mess. That's why I was kind of light on the glue at first, but I think you got to really use it. Use this glue excessively. Excuse me. It says to put 1/8 inch bead of gasket adhesive around it, but that's not going to cut it. So we had to clamp everything in place. I think I'm going to have to come back and do the other door because I'm all out of clamps. I have other clamps, but I didn't expect this. For sure, wear gloves when you're doing this. This is a messy job. When I press this in, I can hear the glue kind of mushing in there, popping. Well, folks, I think you can see how it goes into place. I've got it clamped in place on this door right here. We're going to let it set up. We're going to let it dry. I'm going to do the same process for the other door, and that's basically it. We're just replacing this gasket right here. But just in case you're trying to take on this project by yourself, if you're replacing the seal on your wood stove, and I know probably a lot of folks are thinking, man, I really should do that on my wood stove. Just understand that this glue doesn't hold it in place, so have some clamps ready to rock and roll. I was lucky I had clamps just sitting right over here, but the glue doesn't really hold it in place so well, so when you first put it in there, it just falls right back out. So just a piece of information that you'll need. I'm going to go ahead and start working on the other door. So I'm going to put the glue in, and I'm going to wait a few minutes before I compress this flame retardant rope in there, and we'll see if that works. I don't know, maybe that'll work better. So I put the respirator back on because I'm not a big fan of that fibrous material that comes off when I cut this rope or when I handle this rope. But I did figure something out that's a lot more intelligent than the way I was doing it. I figured out I could take the stinking door off. Why didn't I do that before? You learn something every day, guys. So let's throw a bead of this glue in here and see if this works a little bit better. We're going to do it right here in my lap. All right, so we're going to put it in, and we're going to kind of pull it snugly, and we're going to work our way to our corner, kind of pull it snug too, and just press it in as we go. Learned something today. I hope you guys learned something with me. We'll press this into place. It's still pulling out over here. You still need a clamp. Even like a clothespin would probably work. Not cool, not fun. Watch. Beep. It just pulls right out. So I'm all out of clamps, but I'm not all out of vice grips. So let's see if vice grips will work. I think the smallest vice grip probably be best for the end here. We'll pull him down there and hold it in place. This appears to be holding in. As the glue dries, it seems to hold better, but we're still going to vice grip it. We don't want to hold it too tight, but we do want to hold it in place. If I hold it too tight right here, it's going to mess up the seal. So I've got to just hold it in place. Like I said, I don't want to crush it. I just want to hold it in place. So that seems to be okay. And we'll put the last vice grip on the very end here. Press it in nicely, firmly, and put our vice grip on this end. All right, now we'll make sure it's seated in there properly. We'll see how this goes, guys. I'm gonna give it a few hours. I think it'll be just fine. It looks good. That's it. Thanks for joining me here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. We're just trying to get the new seal put on our wood stove, and we're finding out that it's a bit more of a job than we thought it was going to be. So come on back and join us here on the Stoney Ridge. If this doesn't work, I'll tell you in the next video or two if it doesn't work right, or if it's still a problem, if it's a pain in the butt. But so far, so good. I think just putting those clamps on there is really going to help it out, and I think she'll work just fine. It's definitely going to be better than what it was. So thanks a lot for joining me here on the Stoney Ridge Farm, guys. Click that like button, click the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, click the little bell down there. It'll notify you when I post a new video. I appreciate you. So let's go on. We got a few more projects to get done today. Let's get them done. All right? Come on back and see me next time. We had a big windstorm and some trees went down. We got problems with our farm gate. Just a few things around the farm that need to get done. We're going to take you along with us and show you what we got going on. Thanks a lot. Come on back and see me, guys. All right.
Well, come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
Pepper is my friend.